Digimon Universe Apply Monsters. A much maligned season of Digimon, and yes, it is a season of Digimon that gets an awful lot of Sukamon thrown at it. I see you, YouTube. Though personally, I think a lot of the hate Appmon got was because it was such a radical departure, and maybe a lot of fans kind of clutched their pearls thinking this is what Digimon was gonna be forever. It was gonna be apps and 3D model Digimon. But as we now know, with Adventure 2020, Ghost Game, whatever the future of Digimon may be, Appmon did not stick around. And there are people in the fandom who do still have an appreciation for it. So I'm hoping that people could start to warm up to the idea of accepting Appmon more. But maybe what they need is a push. Maybe they need today's video where I'm gonna go over what it might look like if the Appmon protagonists were partnered with traditional Digimon. Really quickly, this video is sponsored by ZeninTCG. They are your one-stop shop for Digimon and anime goods. Always love having Zenin jump onto sponsor because they're literally selling stuff for the Digimon community. You're a Digimon fan if you're watching this video, so you're probably interested in something that Zenin sells. And they've added some really cool stuff recently, including the Digimon Lost Evolution Ichibankuji prizes. The texturing on these figures is absolutely insane. And there's also acrylic stands, towels, art sheets, and even coasters. Then are Zenin's line of Asia exclusive Digimon products, which they are making available outside of Asia, like the BN Figure Q blind boxes. These are the 8 Adventure Digidestined dressed up in the costumes of their partner Digimon. The Series 1 wave was the rookies, and the Series 2 blind boxes are all the champions. Also, make sure you grab their DigiFest 2023 merch, like the D3 can badge cases, blind boxes of Digimon partners can badges, Otodama plushes, towels, tote bags, and even a t-shirt. But in addition to that, Zenin now does stickers. The Chibi Series stickers. Chibi Series 1 featuring fan-made stickers of many base level anime series partners, and the Chibi Series 2 featuring familiar Digimon from Digimon Seekers, including one special sticker that's yet to be revealed. And all the art for these stickers was drawn by Curry Noodle Art. All the art has been commissioned by ZeninTCG with approval from the artist to sell, so you're supporting Digimon community artists and ZeninTCG when you buy those stickers. So if you're not necessarily looking for big ticket items, you just want to support Zenin and support Digimon artists, getting those stickers would be a great way to do it. So thank you to ZeninTCG for sponsoring this video. Let's talk about some Digimon Appmon. And we're beginning with Haru, who traditionally is partnered with a Gatchmon, and yeah, you've seen the thumbnail. Agumon is an obvious choice, right? He is the OG, aka pre-Appmon Digimon that actually showed up within the Appmon show. And also, Haru is the reason that Agumon digivolved. So the short answer is that yes, Haru would have an Agumon. And we even know its full Digivolution line, because when Haru's bond causes it to warp Digivolve, we get a unique animation that shows the shadows of Greymon and Metal Greymon before it becomes War Greymon. So seems kinda open and shut. Though if I had it my way, I'd love to give Haru a Pulsemon. It's not a search engine Digimon or anything like that to match with Gatchmon, but the vibes of Pulsemon and Gatchmon feel very similar to me. And with Pulsemon's intrinsic connection to the Vital Bracelet and its apps, God I miss you VB Lab, I think Pulsemon in many ways kind of bridges the gap between Appmon and Digimon. So it, with its entire branching Impulse City dim card of Evos, would be my reserve pick. Then is Eri, who is partnered with a Dokomon, and I think I'm gonna give her a Gaomon. Yes, it is a partner Digimon of another anime protagonist, that being Thomas from Data Squad or Savers, but we've already given Haru Agumon. There's not a ton of correlation between Thomas and Eri, but I do think Gaomon with its punch focus is pretty similar to Dokomon, and kind of hints more at that slightly bestial nature that Dokomon would eventually get when it becomes Ojamon. And speaking of, for the champion, Hyogamon could be a good pick, kind of having an icy fighter vibe, not dissimilar to Dasukomon. Not that Dasukomon is icy, but he becomes kind of icy in Ojamon. Could also choose Icemon to again introduce some ice elements, or maybe even Ginkakumon, which is an adult level fighter. But honestly, why not Leomon? Healing decades-long trauma by giving a girl anime main character a partner Leomon that lives to the end of the season, only just, Jesus Christ, Appmon, would feel pretty good. Plus, you know, Jerry and Leomon, and Eri and Leomon. I know she's called Jury in Japan, shut up. And then yeah, her Leomon would become Panjamon, because Ojamon is basically Appmon Panjamon. And then finally for the Mega Neptunemon? Neptunemon? Because Aries god grade level is Poseidonmon, named after Poseidon, and Neptune is the Roman equivalent of the Greek Poseidon. Though I also do like Hexablaumon to keep a more frosty theme for this evolution. Then is our superstar DJ, Apptuber to be accurate, Astora, aka Torajiro, who normally is partnered with a Musimon, and it's a long-eared Appmon with headphones. Yeah, Torajiro's getting a cute mon, isn't he? Musimon's line doesn't quite work the same as lines as traditional Digimon, but I'm saying that for shorthand. Is Musimon to Mediamon to Entermon and then Uranusmon. It's actually like Uranusmon, but whatever. So I wanted to include music and media in this Digivolution line as a regular Digimon from Cutemon. It's not been the easiest for me. I'm sure I've missed something that would have been obvious. You can let me know in the comments down below. Don't be a dick about it, but I'll kind of talk you through my thought process. So Torajiro's Cutemon will become Publimon, a very recent Digimon revealed in Digimon Ghost Game, and it does have this screen very similar to Mediamon, and may also be based or inspired on another Appmon or set of Appmon, Reviewmon and Kosomon. So there's something of a connection to Appmon with its design too, and something I do like is it has this kind of conch shell on its head, making me think of Slowking, which visually would transition as nicely to the ultimate Sirenmon. It's music based, it's a siren, it's kind of aquatic and holy and, you know, music, media, siren, and the mega can be Venusmon. Venus is a Roman goddess who corresponds to the goddess Aphrodite in Greek mythology, and according to Roman mythology, Venus sprang up from the sea when the testicles of Uranus had been cut off and thrown into the ocean. And in this video where I'm removing Appmon partners, I guess you could say that's kind of like neutering them. Welcome to Karn EX, where we compare our Digimon picks to cutting off the testicles of a god. Sirenmon is kind of typically more associated with Ceresmon, but I think in this instance, Venusmon fits. Alright, then it's Rei's Hackmon. I've been waiting for this one. Yeah, Hackmon's gonna become Huckmon, aka Hackmon. I mean, how am I not gonna? Huckmon the Digimon is often also known as Hackmon. Part of the reason it gets called Huckmon is probably because of the Appmon Hackmon, so let's address that balance. You could definitely go for the normal Huckmon line here. Bow Huckmon, Savior Huckmon, Jessmon at the end. So there is an element of darkness to the Appmon Hackmon that I kind of want to keep. It would actually deeply please me if Hackmon to Raydramon was replaced with Hackmon to Raydramon, aka Huckmon to Lydramon. Two Digimon who have the same names as Appmon and now kind of have changed names, which may be partially due to the fact that the Appmon exist. Though I know Huckmon and Lydramon probably were used officially prior to Appmon. Don't at me in the comments about it. The Appmon Raydramon then normally goes to Revivemon, who really does look an awful lot like Regulusmon, the new ultimate level of Gulus Gamamon introduced in Ghost Game. Thank you, Ghost Game, for at least giving us a bunch of new Digimon to experiment with. And then the Mega very well could be Arcturusmon, it's not like Ghost Game used it. Or, given that the Appmon Hackmon's final stage is Hadesmon, why don't we give Huckmon, Plutomon as its Mega? Again, just like with Venusmon, Hades and Pluto kind of refer to the same guy. Hades was originally the name for the Greek god of the underworld, but eventually Hades became the name more so for the underworld itself, and Pluto became the god of it. And finally, that brings us to Yujin, and I'm going to try and dance around spoilers about Yujin. I'm just going to talk about his partner Digimon and kind of the setup of the season. He is partnered with an Offmon. Offmon goes to Logamon, then Shutmon, and Rebootmon, and I really actually like the Lugamon line here. Giving Lugamon to an anime character would be really cool, and it ties all the way back around to my alternate pick for Haru being Pulsemon, as they're both Vital Bracelet characters. Plus, when the BE memory first leaked for Lugamon, a lot of people thought it might indeed be for Logamon, Yujin's super grade Appmon. Lugamon is kind of the new face of the Vital Bracelet, being a Digimon of the VB, a Digimon story, and existing again in the app space, which, much like Pulsemon, bridges those worlds. And its regular evolution line works fine for me. Lugamon to Lugarmon to Solugamon, and finally Fenrir Lugamon, all matching up pretty well, if not perfectly, with Offmon's line. Though I will say it is mighty tempting to give Yujin Metal Garurumon for his Mega, because Yujin is Haru's best friend, friendship is a big focus of his entire story, and he has a wolf-focused Appmon buddy. Actually, maybe even the whole Adventure Gabumon line for Yujin's partner would work, just so that yes, Yujin and Haru could pop off with Omegamon, as previously explained, because Haru let Agumon warp Digivolve to Wargreymon anyway, just like Taichi did. So I definitely see great validity in the Gabumon line and Lugamon line here, and I'm basically split. So what I'll say is either Haru gets Agumon and Yujin gets Gabumon, so that they can Digivolve and eventually meet in the middle as Omnimon, Omegamon, or Haru gets Pulsemon and Yujin gets Lugamon, so that eventually Haru's Pulsemon can become Kazuchimon and Yujin's Lugamon can become Fenrir Fenrilugamon, and then they can become Fenrilugamon Takamikazuchi. I love this. I love this so much. I came up with the idea of Pulsemon for Haru before I got to writing Yujin, and when I bounced the ideas back with Proto, I was like, wait, Wolf, Fenrilugamon, Metalgarurumon, Friendship? It all works out so great. So whether we use a traditional adventure pairing of Agumon for Haru and Gabumon for Yujin, or a very modern Vital Bracelet pairing of Pulsemon for Haru and Lugamon for Yujin, you still get to ostensibly Applink doing a Digivolve Jogress or whatever to reference those two boys' friendship. So that is it. That is what partner Digimon I would give to the kind of main Appmon protagonist cast. There are other people who have Appmon buddies in side media, video games, etc. Maybe I could do them one day. But I wanted to give you a kind of overall look at Appmon and what the world of Appmon could look like if they had traditional Digimon. Thank you to my sovereigns, ZDK14 and Jmon. And while I was editing this brand new sovereign, Mickey D343 has joined the chat. Hello, Mickey D343. Thank you so much for being a sovereign. I have followed you back on Twitter. Thank you so much for your support. That means the absolute world. All my channel members, you guys are absolutely killing it. Thank you all so much for watching, and I'll see you next time when we go digital. Bye-bye.